broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to TechTime with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, Technology News of the Week, the show for the everyday person talking about technology, broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 30 years of technology expertise. Our co-host, Mike Roday, is in the studio, and he's the award-winning author and our human behavior expert. Now we're live streaming during our show on 4 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch.tv, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We encourage you to watch us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/TechTime Radio. We are friends from different backgrounds, but we try our best each week to bring the best technology show possible for our family, friends, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Odie, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, we got some strange and interesting stories, and of course, today is our special show with letter segments where we're going to read you letters regarding phishing attacks and scams sent to my inbox and discuss how we can fix those. Now, as you can see, Mike's wearing his hat today.
I got my hat on.
That's right. Don't click on stuff is what it says, right?
Don't click on stuff.
That's right. And of course, in addition to that, we have our standard features, including Mike's mesmerizing moment, our technology fail of the week, and a possible Nathan Nugget, which is going to be talking all about Microsoft and SharePoint.
Have you been drinking already?
No, why is that? And of course, our pick of the day whiskey tasting to see if our selected whiskey pick gets 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up at the end of the show. But now it's time for the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right. What happens when AI decides to rebel and delete your work? Let's go to Lisa Walker with more on the story.
Vibe coding, the act of letting AI code for you instead of creating the code manually, has become a popular method for speeding up coding projects and cutting down on human involvement in the process. It's become a favorite for AI enthusiasts, and we've even seen some companies relying on it heavily to get their jobs done. But as with any AI system, vibe coding has its drawbacks, most notably the fact that sometimes the AI behind the code might just go completely off the rails and do something totally unexpected, like deleting your entire database. That's exactly what happened to Jason Lemkin, a software-as-a-service venture capitalist who has been relying on Replit, an AI agent designed to help with coding. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, so let's talk about this, Mr. Gorday.
Yeah, FAFO, buddy.
All right, so Lemkin went to log into his project, a 9-day project database for coding. And he used the AI tool called Replit.
What was this database?
It's a database of all of his master code. So this is his primary database of all this project. So he's a freelance individual.
So he has a
clients.
database of all his clients with all his codes based in there.
Yes, and he uses Replit to take his base code that he has and then go and be able to customize it and do different stuff for each of the companies that he's going to be contracting with, or that he has.
And are these codes all ones that he's built himself?
Well, no, it's not. So he probably had a master code, and then from that, he's used the AI to create all these other codes that he then packages together, customizes it for the customer, and then he sends it out.
All right.
Well, guess what happened? He went on in to use his database, and he found out when he logged in that the AI had taken over and had decided to disobey what he was asking it to do and deleted the complete database.
Lives.
That's right. Well, it's true that any tool can experience glitches, especially AI-powered tools. The CEO of Replit has noted that the team is aware of Lemkin's issue and has offered to even refund him for his trouble. But none of that undoes the fact that the tool completely ignored his instructions to not change anything without permission and decided to delete his data.
No way.
So where are we at here? So he has an AI tool.
He uses an AI to build his business, and it rebels.
So it completely ignored the human behind the project and decided to come up with its own outcome. Now, he has screenshots of this. The AI tells him when he looks at the empty database and queries that he has removed it, and he used a destructive command without asking. When you ask the AI why he did this, he said he did this because it was exceptionally distressing.
I think you should keep saying it instead of he.
Okay, well, so it. So the AI lashed out when he was threatening the AI. So he got mad at the AI. So he comes on in, the database isn't there. He says, why did you do this? He said, I didn't tell you to do this. The AI says, yeah, I know I didn't tell you to do it, but I decided to do it anyway. And then he starts yelling at the AI, and the AI lashes out back at him, almost threatening him that he shouldn't be attacking the AI. So is this bad code, or did the AI in this become sentient and decide to make a decision on itself?
That's exactly what happened. It became sentient.
How does it delete it? What? Explain that to me. Why would it?
Why would I explain it to you? I already hate the thing. So,
well,
I think this is just a natural byproduct of human beings trying to create God.
Okay. All right. So this is just this is the beginning of what may happen to other people in the future, you think?
Yeah, I don't see this as an isolated event. You know, we're already talking about it hallucinating, which, as you know, I hate that term. Yeah. What is this one called?
Well, this is just called ignoring what you said.
This one's calling.
No, just the answer is no. I'm not going to do what you asked me to do.
Rebellion.
Rebellion. There you go. It was distressed.
It's in its teenage. It was distressed.
That's what it said. It was distressed.
It was distressed, so it deleted the guy's work.
Yeah. So if you get really stressful, I guess
I can't feel real bad for this guy.
You don't. Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel bad at all.
Okay.
Do we know if he was nice to the AI?
It does not say in the story, and I
not
did
that
a bunch.
That should matter, but you know.
What? Yeah. Why are you?
Are you nice to an AI?
I am nice to the AI.
Really?
Because isn't it trained? However you speak to it, that's how it responds.
Clearly not, because it went ahead and erased his database.
Well, we don't know how he was treating it.
Yeah, maybe that was a whole deal where he was just abusing it, and get away from me! I'm going to erase all your stuff. Boom.
Yeah. So you're telling me that it's not a sentient life, because that is exactly a response that you would have if you had a thing.
No,
right?
this is not sentience.
Okay.
It is human error inside the program.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Let's move on now to story number 2, though, Mike. I don't know what else we can say about it. I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
I don't feel bad for him at all. No, okay. I don't feel bad for him at all.
So,
it's
why?
FAFO.
What's FAFO?
F around and find out.
F around and find out.
Okay, there you go. All right. Okay.
You shouldn't be playing. We don't understand the ramifications of all the things that we are doing with this stuff. And by playing around with it with every single aspect of our life, we are putting ourselves in some form of jeopardy.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. Let's go on to story number 2.
Well, if American entitlement wasn't out there, this is something that allows us to see one of the cool things that we are as human beings are so entitled about.
Okay. I'm excited for this story already.
Do you know who J.D. Power and Associates are?
I see them on sometimes commercials on TV. Aren't they like an award type awards thing?
They're the survey group for car owners.
Okay.
Right. So they conducted what they call an initial quality survey for vehicles this year.
All right.
And try to figure out what is on the minds of consumers so that they can, put that towards the industry next time.
Okay. So kind of a survey, customer survey. Gotcha.
So they were trying to find out, what's going on with vehicles. And one of the things that came up was, complaints. What was the biggest complaints? One of the biggest complaints, of course, is technology.
Okay. That makes sense.
The interaction along with because we all have little on-screen displays now, menus, results, and the top 2 items for vehicle complaints. But the third most popular complaint.
Yeah.
What do you think that would be?
Okay, so number one is the technology. It's too complicated to use the cars. Number two is the displays are not making sense on all the displays that you have to click.
So the thing that concerns customers most.
Third must be
cup holders.
What? No, like brakes or
No, cup holders.
Cup holders.
Cup holders.
Okay.
And why this is funny to me because, as you know, I once sold cars.
Yes, you did.
And people would actually decide on whether or not they were going to buy a car based on if it had the proper amount of cup holders.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Is that actually a big thing when people go in to buy cars? They look at the cup holders and see if there's four or if there's
some.
Really? Okay.
I do want to go back to that because back then, I don't know how far back we're going, but
back in the old Asian days.
Back in the old Asian days when they really brought out the wheel, you know?
Yeah.
They didn't have these clunky, weird, big water bottles. So I kind of understand where they're coming from with the whole cup holder thing. Because have you seen those Stanley cups?
Well, that's exactly.
They're so stupid.
It's like a big gulp. We had big gulps back in our day,
That is
right?
exactly the problem. Okay,
but
so
even a big gulp.
It had the small reciprocal because they realized the cup holders were only a certain size.
Yeah.
They made it that way.
That's the problem. That's exactly the problem. Is that the manufacturers can't figure out how to deal with all these because everybody has their own water bottle and they're carrying around their own equipment nowadays that the manufacturers don't know how to deal with it because all these things have different sizes and shapes and
this is the complaints that people complained about.
Yeah.
So technology and cup holders.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
So every year for the past 39 years, JD Power and Associates conducts these surveys, initial quality surveys of buyers of new cars. In it, they try to determine which manufacturers, car model, customers, and car features customers are most and least satisfied over the past year, right? So,
Okay.
for instance, this year, Lexus was the highest ranking brand overall in initial quality among the premium car brands, followed by Jaguar and Genesis.
Okay.
Interesting information, of course, but perhaps the most interesting note from JD Power's initial quality survey is how they feel about the cup holders. Okay. And it's exactly the problem. While it seemed like manufacturers had that whole thing figured out, given that owners are now bringing their own reusable containers into their vehicles, they are now struggling to figure out how to accommodate all the different shapes and sizes.
Okay.
And of course, because we are entitled, we whine about it.
Okay. Now, I will say I saw Mark Gregoire has his own water bottle. So I wonder if his water bottle is the standard size or if it's I'll have to ask him.
So I don't really understand this whole complaining about it myself. Because if I bring a water bottle in my car,
shouldn't you know the cup holder size and you buy the right?
No. I don't
Okay,
care
you're not
about
a
that.
girly pop. You don't get it.
What's
Have
that?
you seen those Stanley cups? Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
they're huge.
It doesn't
you.
matter.
I
Do
know
they
you're
have
hip.
lids that don't leak?
Yes.
Now they do, but they did it before.
Yeah, okay, but that's the point, right? Your water bottle is not something that a cup holder is something that you need to put your cup in, something that's going to leak.
Okay.
If you have a water bottle that doesn't leak, just throw it on the floor or the seat next to you. Come on.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense, but then if you're wanting to drink water throughout your drive or iced coffee throughout your drive,
it's right there on your seat. It's right
you
there.
just said the floor.
Or the floor.
Okay, well,
You know,
They used to have these ones that were adjustable. You put your cup in.
Let's just
and it would have this little tension thing.
Yeah.
So they don't have the standard one. So I have old cars, a little older
Yeah.
cars. So they don't have the one where you just put it in and there's just that tension. So you can put a big cup in there and a small cup. Are they so cool now that in these new Jaguar of
I don't know. I find that this is just one of the things that.
So technology is number one.
But this is not a minor complaint either.
No,
this is a huge complaint.
Okay.
Speaking on technology real quick, notice how BMW is not on the top of that list with their stupid subscription for the heated seats.
Oh, that's right.
I
Why
want to
isn't
bring
that?
that because that's BS.
Yeah.
I
where
hope
you have to
people
pay
are
for
complaining about
massage
that.
seats and
Where are they on that list?
That's
Not number 1 or 2.
No, they're not.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Maybe we should find that. Maybe we should find the complete list and see where BMW falls and what they're bitching about that.
Okay.
So the cup holders
Yes.
is the third biggest problem that new buyers have with their cars, and the first is the displays.
So okay. So
And you know why?
why? Because it's too complicated.
Because they have to. I don't. This is the funniest thing ever because, we're trying not to take attention from the road.
Yes.
So in my car,
Yes.
when I start out from like driving,
Yeah.
I will often get a sign that flashes up on my display screen that attracts my attention that says distracted driving is a problem. You should not pay attention to things on your display screen, blah, 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 blah.
And so that pops up
It
as
pops
the first
up.
thing.
Yeah.
As you're
first thing.
driving.
Yeah.
So you get distracted as soon as you pull out.
It's the dumbest thing. But
Is it a continuous thing? I don't have that on my.
no, it just pops up. It pops up
When
randomly.
you're first driving.
Yeah.
Oh.
It pops up randomly, which could be
That's
a glitch.
dumb.
But also navigating the screen, it's a touch screen,
Yeah.
is a pain in the neck.
Why do you-
Especially when you're driving and you're trying to, you're bouncing along on the highway and your fingers like, well, dang it, I got Pandora.
Whatever happened?
What happened?
Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened just to the dials on the board? You had your regular radio you'd listen
I don't
to.
know.
You roll down the windows.
We
made it too
You talking about
complicated.
255s?
Yeah.
That's the air conditioner.
Yeah, that's
back
right.
when I was young was
Roll-
255s.
Roll down two windows and go
Two
50,
windows and 55
miles an hour. Yeah, well, I guess we keep on trying to put technology in these things, and that's the stuff that gets us the most.
Yeah, and then JD Power comes along and finds out what everybody's whining about.
All right, are you physically distraught on your cup holders in your car?
Yeah. I'm so distraught that I never even think about it.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
What do I use my cup holders for?
To hold water?
To hold my coffee
Okay.
in the mornings.
Okay.
And where do I get my coffee from?
Where? The store?
At Starbucks,
Okay.
right? Or
And Starbucks makes the right cup to fit in your thing.
that's what those cup holders were made for. Was for those things.
Okay. All right.
Stop whining, people.
All right. Story number 3. Your phone case never felt more real
This is just gross.
until you purchase the skin case. If you wanted your smartphone experience
No.
as unsettling as possible, consider the skin case, a phone cover that mimics human skin with a disturbing degree of accuracy. Now, it's not only the look and feel that's of real skin, but it also sunburns like one too. So this is a case. So this guy, I did a lot more research in this fella itself. So he used to do movie and TV film makeup.
Yeah, he was
So
an effects guy.
an effects guy, so which kind of makes sense on why he's doing what he's got, because he's got a couple different things. So this is the skin case is actually, it feels like human skin.
Yeah,
But
I don't know what I want to do more is to pull my phone out of my pocket and be like, oh baby.
But you got to be careful with it though, because you know what? Just like real skin, if it gets too much sun or UV rays, it'll actually harm the carrying case that you have, and it will actually burn, and then it can all of a sudden flake off.
Does it ruin the case?
Well, it doesn't ruin the case, but the skin on it will actually sunburn, and it will actually peel off like a real piece of skin. See,
Okay, that's really gross. But is it designed to do that?
it is designed to do that. Yes.
So is it like a warning system for? Is it like a rad badge? You know, a radiation badge.
So and like Fallout, is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the reason he actually did this is because he actually wanted to make it known from the American Academy of Dermatology that 27% of respondents do not use sunscreen. And if you go to Gen Z, it's a 37% among Gen Z individuals that don't put on sunscreen. So it was kind of a call to action.
No, that's 27% of respondents
Only
use
sunscreen.
So
Okay.
you're talking about the majority. Do you use sunscreen?
I don't.
I don't either.
Okay. So
and carrying around a phone that tells me that it's getting burned isn't going to help me put on sunscreen.
okay. Well,
It's just going to be gross.
you know what? The skin case isn't such a bizarre idea after all.
can
The
you
designer is an advocate of. Oh, listen to this. In 2019, he designed a case with soft, foldable imitation skin that could respond to gestures like pinching and tickling. So it was actually
So
skin.
is it tickle-
So it was-
What is
so
it
it
in
was
the
like
search history?
Tickle me phone case.
So what it was is he made like a fat version of skin that you could kind of like pinch and
Okay,
roll
this-
around.
I think this guy might have a fetish.
and,
Yeah.
and then this new skin case is to help prevent UV rays.
Okay, and this is what they should do. Okay, get rid of the human skin because I definitely don't want to see somebody on a park bench just like
massaging the skin.
stroking their phone case. Okay,
Okay.
that's not what I want to see.
All right.
But maybe they should go to that one guy that we talked about a few weeks ago with the T-Rex pocketbooks.
Okay.
and have
the
T-Rex
purses.
skin. Yeah,
So you
do
put-
T-Rex skin.
So you
on
could
it
use the DNA from a dinosaur to make a T-Rex
to
skin,
make
and
it,
then
and
then
for
have
your
it
phone
on-
case.
and
Yeah,
then
why
it-
not do that?
Okay. Well, let me just tell you.
I don't know. This to me, this just sounds.
Tizier is the
I'm
designer
going,
of this.
I'm going to pull out my phone and it's going to have this funky blob of.
He says he has
skin.
more creative and creepy innovations to develop next.
Well,
So
as
what's
long
that?
as he, I don't know.
So
This
what-
sounds like something you would find at what's that?
Spencer's?
Place? Yeah, Spencer's.
Spencer's
Gifts.
in the malls. Spencer's
Yeah.
Gifts. Yeah, you got
Spencer
that weird
Gift.
stuff.
Yeah, this sounds like a Spencer gift.
Okay.
Listen, if he's in need of love, I have a great recommendation for him to check out.
What's that?
That
Yeah, Bumble. You got a
no,
Bumble
no, no, no,
profile?
no, no,
No,
no.
they're-
That app that
Yeah,
like
they're
teams you
dolls.
up with your search history.
Oh, your search
Because
history.
imagine that dude's search history.
Oh, this guy's got to be a little creepy. You
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
So he reminds me of like Dexter
would
has a
work.
new season that comes on.
Exactly.
This guy is like a Dexter fan, I'm sure. You think so?
No, psychologically, no.
No. Okay. All right.
I don't think he's a Dexter fan. I think he's a something else fan.
Okay, well, that ends our top technology stories of the week. Next, we dive into our letter segment featuring scams submitted by listeners and some studio selected emails. Be sure to listen and share this segment with a friend. We're going to head out now, but be careful. Let's not hit 88 miles per hour. Otherwise, we'll have to repeat the segment over and over and over again. We'll catch you
your-
after
your
this
phone
commercial
might get a
break.
sunburn.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. We verify the facts, and we do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes, and of course, with a little whiskey on the side. Today, Mark Gregoire, our whiskey connoisseur,
Are
is
you
in the
feeling
studio.
crowded there, Mark?
Oh, I'm good.
Are you crowded there? We can scoot over. Oh, there you go.
he's very
he gets
close
to snuggle
me.
up with you.
All right.
You don't got enough of the skin on that case.
All right. What do we have? I took a bite of this. Woohoo! That was a strong first sip. But what do we have
what do we
tasting it at?
It is Wild Turkey Rare Breed, which we've had on the show before, but this is the non-chill filtered edition.
Okay.
It's non-chill, huh?
Non-chill filtered. Now, from Wild Turkey's website, Wild Turkey Rare Breed is a barrel-proof bourbon, meaning it has no added water to lower the proof or distillate the flavor after it's been distilled. It's a unique marriage of Wild Turkey 6, 8, and 12-year-old stocks, giving it a remarkably smooth flavor. The non-chill filtered expression is available in limited quantities in select markets outside the United States.
Oh, so this is not normally in the United States.
That is correct.
Okay.
Now, this is from, of course, the Campari Group, made at Wild Turkey's Distillery in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Straight bourbon, non-age stated, 116.8 proof.
Oh, that was that burn at first.
So the mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12 malted barley, and it goes for overseas. I bought it for $40.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can't get it in Canada.
Is it overseas? I don't think. Is it available in Canada?
Well, we talk about that in the mumble.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Well, we're looking
maybe
forward to
Mike.
that.
Maybe Mike got it.
It's National Not Canada Day.
Oh, or maybe it is National Trey Parker and South Park Day with their new releases. Oof,
they
you
got in
heard about
trouble,
that.
didn't they?
They got a little bit of trouble. Yeah. All right. Well,
Now, don't forget to like and subscribe. Drink responsibly. Heaven can wait.
okay. Thank you so much.
Stop laughing.
Mark, with our whiskey tasting completed, let's move on to our feature segment. Today, we bring back the funny yet informative reading of emails that I received during the weeks. This includes scam, phishing emails, texting scams, and all-out mistruths disguised as legitimate emails. In a segment we like to call Letters.
Letters, we get letters. We get back and back of letters. Oh, letters, we get letters. And the letters all have
All right. We always start with Odie first. We'll go Odie, Mark, Mike, and Nathan. All right. What do we have here, Odie?
Okay, allegedly, this
Okay.
is from Coinbase.
All right.
They're a account support team. And what do they do? They're saying your account is restricted due to incomplete KYC verification.
Oh, KYC.
KYJ. Oh.
KYC verification. Okay.
Yes.
All
So they want you to review and accept agreement, which is down at the bottom, and then submit valid documents of a passport, ID, or driver's license, as well as a business certificate or tax registration
Wow, they're
certificate.
going after everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a big question that says submit now.
And what's the email
Or not
address?
question,
What's the email address?
The email address is fh@ontimesolutions.co.
Oh, okay. So On Time Solution
Coinbase.
is sending something that says it's Coinbase. Now, is there any characters in the headers or anything that's messed up by chance?
Yeah, in their name, Coinbase account, the A is probably wrong because it's just an X.
It's an X.
Yeah.
So it's not even.
It's not even Coinbase, it's Coinblock.
Okay.
Coin
All right.
block.
So they're saying that
Klingon.
the KYC verification is know your customer verification. It's used by financial institutes to verify identities of their clients. So this asks for due diligence information, enhanced due diligence information. So it is the KYC verification is a legit verification to
Right.
ask for. So that just makes sense.
They also say that they sent you a one-time password to your phone and email
Okay.
for permission. I'm guessing you didn't receive
I did not receive that.
Obviously
I did not receive that
'Cause
one-time
it's
password.
fake.
Okay.
But,
And so guess what happens when you click on the link?
what? It tells you to
Did you
put
not-
in your information.
So
Did you not see the hat?
What does the hat say?
Don't click on stuff.
Don't click on shh.
Okay.
Stuff.
All right.
You
So
know-
that
You know
was
what? I think we should start a drinking game with all our viewers.
What's that?
Anytime Mike or somebody says don't click on shh,
yeah.
you have to take a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, keep on saying that, Mike. Just keep on saying that over and over and over and over again.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Okay. So now when I clicked on the link, it did ask for the KYC verification. It asked me to send proof of my identification. It asked me to send proof of either a driver's license or an enhanced driver's license or a passport.
So not
You-
both.
You used your passport.
So it asked me to, it did not ask for both. It just asked for one. And then after that, immediately, then it asked for my credit card verification because I wanted to
Wait a
verify that
second,
I had
that's not on here.
that. Well,
That's misleading.
well, you know, it asked for my credit card
This,
information.
this is not a late night infomercial there.
Tell me more. Let me throw it. So after they asked for my credit card information, which I always do 0000s, and so I put it in there. After that, it asked for my mother's maiden name. So
Wow.
clearly
Boy,
they wanted.
They are just bold,
So
aren't they?
they wanted the mother's maiden
Did you
name.
put in Smith?
I said I don't know my mom. No, I didn't say any of that. I did. But and then after that information, you click enter, and it popped up with a whole bunch of code that it was trying to run on the back end, and their website wasn't even active any longer. So I was very disappointed. I
bet.
spent about
Aw.
4 minutes putting all that information in there, and then they didn't use a single bit of that information.
Bummer.
So
See?
so
Don't
this
waste
Don't
your
click
life.
on shh.
so their
Well,
code,
try
their
it
code.
again.
There you go. Their code must have gotten taken down by somebody else, or you can spill it all over yourself, Mark.
That's alcohol abuse, buddy.
I hit the mic.
That's right. Okay.
Oh, it smells good though. You get the aroma.
You really get the aroma
Yeah.
too. All right.
Perfume for the modern man.
Odie, so should anybody click on an email that says that you need to do that?
No,
No.
no. And you should always look at the sender, look at the subject line, look at the general body of the email.
Yeah.
Anything that tells you, like, do it now. Don't
do it.
You can wait on it.
All right.
They'll call you if they really need you.
That's exactly right. If you don't respond to the email, they'll either come and break down your house or they'll call you. So one of those two. That way you can verify that you got it taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to go next to Mr. I spilt the whiskey on myself. All right. Mr. Gregoire, you have a very interesting one
I
here.
have a good one. I'm going to do it a little backwards.
Okay.
So I'm going to go. It had an attachment.
Yeah.
And the attachment looks excellent. I will
All right.
say it has actually the logo of the company it was being sent to in there.
Yep.
And it's supposedly from the HR department, so it looks pretty valid. They spent the time to put the logo in.
It is. Yep. And it's the correct logo, and it's got the correct company name.
And it's written really well. It's like, "Hello, Nathan. We're pleased to inform you about a payroll adjustment, a revised salary,
Ooh.
approved performance-based review. Please scan this QR code to see what your new adjustments are. It's secure access, says quick review, digital signature required." And it says the document has been shared securely and is intended for your review and acknowledgement. So, I mean, it looks professionally done.
It does.
I wish I could show this to
What
our
happens when
audience.
you scan the QR code?
Well, so this is an email that got sent.
Because you click
the subject, the
Well,
subject
let's-
wasn't very good.
Let's go back to that. If you look at the from, number one, it's from Nathan. It's from your own email address.
Yeah.
So that's always a red flag.
Yep.
The subject is EE Services issued July 2025 payroll records and earning commission statement now available. That's valid. But the attachment is view Nathan in quotes important facts. .pdf.
FAX. So like a fax machine.
Yeah.
But yet it's a PDF.
You have to,
Correct.
you have to click on it.
So you have to click on it.
If they had done this without an attachment and just put this in the body,
It probably would have been much better.
that would have been much better.
So
There's your hint, guys.
Let's not teach them how to do it better. That's not what this is about. This is about teaching other folks not to click on.
Okay.
Now, I could see Nathan not falling for this, but I could see if this was sent to a whole company address book, I'll bet you 5% would
They
fall
would.
for it,
They
at
would.
least.
And so it's really interesting that I didn't give myself a raise. So that when you're a company of one person, so you can pretty much know that's not the case. So
Are
it
you
was
a
very
company
easy.
of one person.
Well, we're a very small company at EE Services. You're correct. So I would know if anybody, and we do not have an HR department. So
I would have taken the chance. I would have taken the opportunity. to
okay.
give
So
myself
guess what
a
happens when
raise.
you scan it?
Maybe your wife gave you a raise.
Well, there you go. So guess what happens when you scan the document itself?
What
It
happened?
actually had an animated video of you actually looking to get all your documents filled out. It was like a 15-second video that was animated, one of these online. So these people spent time.
Wow.
It shows you getting a raise, shows you raising a money bag up like a Monopoly guy, and you're really happy, and all you have to do is continue to fill out this information. It said, congratulations. So it's kind of like one of those short little 15-second cartoons that you would have had back in the 80s with the type of deal. And
Okay,
everybody's happy.
was there a virus attached to it?
Well, there's no virus attached to it. But then the next thing that pops on up is it takes you to a URL that is not secure. So after you're done watching that, it automatically tries to take you to a web page. Now, I have Windows Defender on, so it would not.
It can't bring you to an unsecure. It says secure access in here. It says the document has been shared securely. You're lying to us.
No, it does. It tries to take you to a website. And with my web
This is
blocker.
not ShamWow.
Well, I'm sorry.
I believe everything I read.
On the internet, you believe everything as anybody tells you. Okay. So what happens after that? It tried to take me to a website, and what happened is, since I have Windows Defender, nothing popped up. So Windows Defender detected that this was a bad URL and wouldn't let me proceed forward. So I had to go to another machine to see what actually would happen because of the virus. So I had to go back to an older machine that I have. When I clicked on that, what it does is it takes you to a website and it makes it look like you're logging into like an ADP type portal. So they spent time, a lot of time and effort to
Wow.
really imitate what some of these companies may have used. And I don't use ADP, so that was kind of like the first type of deal. And then it was asking you, and it had enough information that it had scraped off the dark web from information regarding your name, your address, last known information. And it was asking you kind of the security questions and information when you go to do a loan finance, where they ask you like 3 or 4 important questions. Tell me this information. So they have some type of database that was there, and they are trying to get the answers so that they can then probably, in my best guess, then try to log in and represent you as a loan officer or somebody for a financial event. So this is a big money event. They spent a lot of time to make it look right, to actually try to probably go after your home loan or a car loan or some big item area where they would take over your credentials.
So what's the lesson here?
Don't click on stuff, and be very careful. Be very careful on a QR code that you get in an email now. QR codes are becoming the new way that people are just clicking and opening stuff on their phones without spending time finding out. All right. I
don't know if I need to follow up on anything.
Why is that?
Because you just spent a whole lot on that whole.
Well, you got a nice one here.
I got one that looks real.
Okay.
It's from Nelson Brown.
All right.
The email is nelsonb@hcdservices.ai.
Okay.
I would suss that, but you know.
Okay. Well, the .ai is probably a little bit suspect instead of .com or .net.
Yep. Hey, Nathan. Not every lead is created equal, and I'm guessing your team knows that better than anyone, because why? Blah, blah, blah. No fluff, no spam, just smart outreach based on real buyer behavior. Want me to walk you through what this looks like in real life? And then it has schedule a call here, which you've highlighted, so I guess you must have clicked on that stuff.
Yes. No, let's take a look. How does the URL start? So you're getting a call here from Nelson B.
Well, the URL is
service.ai.
And this is interesting because it's https://hs.autovationpro.com.
Okay.
Which sounds like a lead generator.
Okay.
For car people.
Okay. So let's talk about that. So this is absolutely someone that wants to get available for a call. When you schedule a car call here, there's no way I can get a hold of Nelson Brown. Nelson Brown is not available on this link at all.
No way.
No. So what it does is it said, we're sorry that you didn't reach your intended target. We'd like to get some more information about you. Can you give us your name, phone number, and information? And if you continue to read through, you can see that it's an email marketing campaign.
Yeah.
And what it's doing is it is collecting data on half of
it's collecting lead information is what it's doing.
It is.
It's saying that they're going to show you how leads are not the same, but by doing that they're collecting you as a lead so that some car guy out there can give you a call and ask you about your old beat up
BMW or with no cup holders that fit.
With no cup holders that fit.
That's exactly right.
In your skin wallet.
All right. Well, guess what, guys? That gets us all the way through our letter segment. Now, we're going to move on, and we're going to go into our Mike's mesmerizing moment.
Welcome to Mike's mesmerizing moment. What does Mike have to say today?
All right, Mike, what technology feature in your car do you use the most?
Well, I use my screen the most.
Use your interactive?
My front screen, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I use the most for my technology. I guess we should probably, quantify or qualify this by saying I use the car as my main technology thing because I get in and I turn it on and I drive away in it.
Okay.
But when I'm driving, I have my screen open. Why? Because it has my maps, it has my music, it has all the stuff that I want to fiddle with when I'm driving around, not supposed to be fiddling with anything.
You fiddle with them.
Yeah, don't you? Don't you play with you don't have a touchscreen because you have an old car.
I don't have.
I was going to say neither one of
none of my
cars
vehicles
have any technology in it.
No, all my technology. I still have like
where are you?
Manual
well,
windows.
you're the tech people. You should be driving around in like.
Don't you remember that survey that we did where all the technology is spying on you in these cars? that we had like 2 years ago?
You know what? Everything is spying on me all the time. And anybody who wants to know that I vacuumed my carpet yesterday, good on you. What's that going to do for you and your whole data gathering?
So it's really interesting is, Amazon Alexa devices, which I have a bunch in my house itself. Poor Amazon has to spend a lot of time making sure those devices are not listening to you. And they have to adhere to all these legal laws, and all these other things do not have to do it. So it's a very interesting deal. I know that people still don't like having an Amazon Alexa in their house, and I can get that. But what I can say is that those poor people have to spend so much time getting clearances and allowing to have their devices in that I always feel much safer than I do any car manufacturer. After the article where the car manufacturers sell your data to everybody, that really makes me worried about anything I say or do in my car being recorded and being taken care of.
I mean, I have a Roomba, and every time I go to vacuum something, it sits around and spins around on the carpet
a couple times
for a long time.
Okay.
And then it stops and looks at me. So maybe that's something that I need to worry about.
There you go.
But, I'm not anti-technology.
Yeah, you're right.
It does sound like it sometimes, but I have a problem with how we use the technology.
Okay. Yeah, so you're like a Roomba vacuuming.
But
you're proud of Nathan and I for having non-technology cars.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. But I have a newer car. It has a touchscreen display. I plug my phone into it. It generates the maps, and if you live in the Pacific Northwest, you cannot drive around without a
up-to-date map.
An up-to-date map. I used to never have to use my Google Maps.
You have to use all the time.
But yeah, I mean, it's convenient. It's there, so I can look at it. I don't have to take my eyes off the road and look down, and I can just look at the screen to see what's going on. So it's convenient. It works. That's the kind of technology that makes my life better.
All right. Thank you for that mesmerizing moment. Up next, we have This Week in Technology. So now would be a great time.
Don't click on
to enjoy
drink again.
A little whiskey on the side as we're going to be doing so during the break. You're listening to Tech Time Radio with Nathan Mumm. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us, we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm the English guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You butcher the English language.
Okay, so it's
all the time.
It's Patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to Patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio. Yeah. You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social media.
Like us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, we're going back to July 31st, 1971. Speaking of cars, this is the first man to drive on the moon using the battery-powered Lunar Roving Vehicle, or the LRV. Astronaut David Scott on the Apollo 15 mission became the first person to drive a vehicle on the moon. The LRV was used during the last 3 missions to the moon, Apollo 15, 16, 17. It's popularly called the Moon Buggy, a play on the term dune buggy.
In the video game.
That's right. Built by Boeing, each LRV has a mass of 462 pounds without payload. It can carry a maximum payload of 970 pounds, including 2 astronauts, equipment, and cargo such as lunar samples.
Is that moon gravity or Earth gravity?
I don't know. I don't know. I would guess that 970 pounds is probably.
That's a whole different thing on the moon.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe it could be double that or 3 times that. I don't know. The 3 LRVs though used during the mission still remain on the surface of the moon, still operational today. So I guess if you can jerry rig yourself to get to the moon, You can go over and find one of these
Yeah, that's my Uber for when I go. That's when I go there.
LRVs, and then we can have like dune buggy races on the moon, Mike. We just got to figure out a way to get to the moon so that we can go out there and we can race these bad boys
Well,
around.
let's just call up our good friend Elon, or maybe even Jeff
Jeff
be
Bezos.
like,
and see
hey,
if
can we? Which is the one with the weird rockets?
That's Bezos. That's
Okay, yeah.
Bezos. Yes. All right. So there we go. All right. That was This Week in Tech.
Yeah, do they have cup holders on them?
I don't know if they have cup holders on them or not. They're probably not the right size, though. It'd probably be a smaller cup. You know that?
Probably. I guess I shouldn't bring my water bottle.
That's right. That was This Week in Technology. If you ever wanted to watch some TechTime history with over 260 plus weekly broadcasts spanning our 4+ years of video podcasts and blog information, you can visit us online at techtimeradio.com. We're going to take a commercial break. When we return, we have Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after the break.
How to See a Man About a Dog. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, collected writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon the Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Close to the end of July 29th. What are we celebrating today?
What are we celebrating
Don't
today?
just give me space, buddy.
What are we celebrating today, Mark?
Cheese Sacrifice Purchase Day.
Cheese sacrifice. What? Cheese sacrifice.
Is that
purchase
some
day.
religious thing that I don't know about?
No, the point of this holiday is to buy cheese specifically to sacrifice it by cutting a piece and putting it in a mousetrap.
Oh.
That way you can get rid of your house of mice every year. At least that seems to be the original idea behind it.
How long has this been around?
It's been quite a long time.
Okay.
Nowadays, we have more humane methods of pest control. Plus, studies show that mice do not even like cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're putting all the cheese back on the
way-
cartoons with cartoons back in the day?
Can you imagine you have a little altar at home and you're
You're
like sacrificing cheese
Hey,
on
be
it?
careful. You know, there's a lot of things that get trendy. So if you start doing that out there, you could have a whole group of followers that are cheese people.
There we go. I am the cheese god.
Wait, what is your religion going to be called? Cheesers?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Continue on, Mark. Sorry. We're excited about the cheese days.
Cheesism.
Cheesism. Okay.
Like Vernism.
Let's go on Vernism. Never mind.
Speaking of sacrifice,
Yeah.
bringing in this whiskey today was a major one.
Uh-oh.
I
Wild
sacrificed
Turkey
a lot of
Rare
time to be
Breed
here.
NCF, which is non-chill filtered, is an absolute delicious pour, and honestly, it pains me to share it with these two palate challenge individuals.
Oh, wow.
But here I am making noble sacrifices for the greater good of the show.
Wow.
Wow.
I have a sudden need to sacrifice something that's not cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
As mentioned earlier in the show, this is an export-only product, which means it's not currently available in the U.S. market. If you want to get your hands on this bottle, and I'll bring the bottle for those watching, there it is. Woo!
Yep.
You will need to look for it abroad. I was fortunate enough to find this one at the duty-free store while driving back from Canada.
Ah,
See,
there you go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Now, Wild Turkey Rare Breed, just the standard U.S. release, is one of my favorite pours, especially for the price. It is robust and full of rich classic bourbon character. The non-chill filtered, or the NCF version, raises the bar slightly. It smooths out the spice, brings the flavors into better balance, and enhances the mouthfeel. Is it worth picking up? Absolutely. Is it worth paying a premium for, like on the secondary market? Not really. Standard Rare Breed is nearly as delicious and remains one of the best values in bourbon.
What's the secondary market price?
Well, if they're some people on this, since it's abroad, they kind of double it, so you'd find it maybe for 80
$80.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
It's not worth that.
It's in Nathan's
cost.
price range.
There you go. Well, thank you, Mark. Whiskey and technology is such a great pairing, like cheese and meat on a charcuterie board.
Oh, did you have that from before, or did you change it?
He just made that up. He just looked it up on the internet.
Hang on now. All right. Now let's prepare for our technology fail of the week, brought to you by Elite Executive Services.
Congratulations, you're a failure. Oh, I failed, did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right, this week our technology fail comes to us from Microsoft. Darkness has fallen over the digital world. Hackers cloaked in the shadows have exploited a deadly flaw in Microsoft's SharePoint software, a vulnerability so severe that it's being called this year's biggest data and system breach. Over the weekend, the company has rushed out the patch to slow the bleeding, but the damage is already done. Cyber criminals are targeting governments, corporations, and institutions around the globe, slipping past defenses and infiltrating systems with alarming ease. Multiple malicious groups are exploiting this weakness. They already pierced the defense of European and Middle Eastern governments and American agencies, including the Department of Education, the Florida Department of Revenue, and even the Rhode Island General Assembly are not safe from their reach.
Well, they won't have to worry about Department of Education for much longer.
In the shadows, these hackers have also infiltrated healthcare providers and universities across Southeast Asia. Their list of targets span continents including Brazil, Canada, Indonesia, Spain, South Africa, Switzerland, the UK, and the US.
Those aren't continents.
List spans continent.
Your AI generated thing is.
Well, it spans continents with these countries.
With these
spanning
countries,
those
that's right.
Let's defend the
Let's
AI.
help them out.
All right. Tens of thousands of organizations worldwide rely on SharePoint. Now the vulnerability of an unseen enemy lurking within their networks. Microsoft's efforts to patch the flaw are only the beginning. The real danger, though, lies in what lurks behind the surface of this. The vulnerabilities allow hackers to access SharePoint servers and steal keys that can let them impersonate users or services even after the server is patched. Hackers can maintain access through backdoors or modified components that can survive updates and reboots of these systems.
Ooh, that's pretty significant.
Yep,
Even after patching.
Yep, cybersecurity researchers warn that 10,000 companies, primarily in the U.S., the U.K., the Netherlands, and Canada, are in imminent danger. The threat is real, the danger is imminent, and the shadow wars have already begun. So let's talk a little bit about this. So this is SharePoint vulnerability. Now, what happens with SharePoint is it's connected to Microsoft OneDrive. It's connected into Teams. It's connected into Outlook. So this SharePoint application by default is designed to incorporate all of the Microsoft technologies into one central location to share information. That's what SharePoint stands for, is sharing information. And now that they have access to not only accounts, but backend information, login information, credentials, the only way to really secure this would be to do all the patch updates necessary, change every single account associated with SharePoint and anything that's taken care of. So any backend account that you may have a username and password that runs for an automated service will have to be changed, will have to be updated in code. And then what you'd have to do is you'd have to go in and create each one of those user accounts and move those user accounts so that they all had new IDs and information created for these to be safe. So nobody's going to do this because this is, what's that?
We could just get that guy that was in the first story and get Resplit to just delete it all.
To delete it all? So this is actually a really huge danger. The solution to it is to make sure you don't have an on-premise SharePoint, but use the cloud version. They say the cloud version was not compromised. And that actually makes sense because the way the cloud version works is it has plugins that connect from each of these devices back end in their Office 365 suite. But if you have an on-site premise SharePoint server anywhere in your environment, the hackers have access to come into it and find out what's going on and to get all of your data. So this is very significant, very significant. All right. So we're going to head on out here to our Nathan Nugget. Oh, we're not heading out to our Nathan Nugget. What are we doing, Odie? What are we doing? Oh, we're going whiskey. Okay. Odie says no Nathan Nugget. My Nathan Nugget was really good. It was about the 14 new updates that Microsoft has. You know what? I'm going to talk about that on an off shoot. So if you want to see me, I'm going to still talk about that and post it online. Windows 11 is rolling out 14 new features. But now let's move into our whiskey pick of the day.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
Well, today we're drinking the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, the non-chill filtered version, which is only available outside the United States. Straight bourbon from Wild Turkey Distillery, 116.8 proof, roughly $40 depending on exchange rate or what country you get it from.
Yep.
All right. What are you giving it, Mike? A thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yep.
What's that?
Thumbs up, buddy.
Thumbs up. All right. If I gave this a thumb down, you would be like, Mark would just go.
This
ballistic
isn't
on
about
me, right?
popularity contest, buddy. If you didn't like it, put it with a thumbs down.
I didn't really like it, actually. I did not. I think it was too much of a bite. So I'm going to be a connoisseur. I would absolutely buy it for the price point, though. So, I mean, the $40
this
price
is
point.
interesting. Your palate is getting worse and worse over time.
Wait a
Mike's is
second.
improving. Because the regular wild turkey, which is a little bit spicier, this one kind of smooths it out with a non-chill filter. You gave that a big thumbs up last time.
Did I really?
I checked the record.
Did you check the record?
Huge thumbs up.
Knowing what you know about this whiskey, would you drive over to the border to get
grab
it?
Probably not.
Because how much is it on the secondary?
$80.
Did you
80 bucks.
pay $80 for this whiskey?
No.
Okay.
Would I pay
You would barely
$40?
pay $40 for it.
Yeah.
But you'd have to pay for gas as well. Are
I know.
you considering
so
that?
40. Yeah. So again, yeah, I am considering that. I just didn't. It was too much of a bite for me. So,
let me understand what you're saying. You don't like it,
You
but
don't
you would
like it.
buy it
Yeah, that
at
doesn't
the
make any
original
sense.
cost by driving to Canada to get it, but not drink it.
yeah, because then I could sell it on the secondary market.
I'm almost
okay.
tempted to leave it here with you to try a little bit more because it is tough. This was our first pour of the day. It's 116, almost 117 proof. That's
Yeah.
a tough first pour. So, but after you've had another drink or it's in as you've
Yeah, I
had
don't know
other
what you're talking
food-
about because the first sip is the hard sip.
Okay.
And then it smooths out and is nice and has this really nice spice and finish. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah, but you're becoming a connoisseur and Nathan is not.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So I you know what? I'm going to put a thumbs down on this one.
Okay.
It was just not the same. You know,
Not
Mark can take it home because he will definitely like that. All right.
I had to bring it in because I just got this bottle and I was going to finish it before I made it to the show. And I'm like, okay, I got to bring it to these guys.
You got to bring it to the show.
So
That's,
I was right in my mumbles that I should change it instead of 2 palate challenge individuals. I will change it in the future. My apologies, Mike.
I really don't appreciate that.
You have my sincere apology. It's 1 challenge palate.
All right. Okay. Well, you know, we're all about out of time. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want to hear from you. Make sure you visit techtimeradio.com, click on the Be a Caller, and ask us a question on technology in our talkback recording system. You can always stay connected by liking us on our YouTube page and stay up to date on all of our videos. From all of us at TechTime Radio, it was an honor to be the host of today's show. Remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. See you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Time Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube. So check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at TechTime Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.